foke.impact. Oh, we can't have that on there. They'll fucking they'll cut it out.
I'll cut it out.
I go out there looking to see who's appalled. Heather's not. She's dancing.
That is dazzling.
Let me turn that down. It'll fuck up the video. So we were listening to a little horsecock.mpeg. Some of you might not know what that is. If you want to know, it is on YouTube's. The tubes. Sometimes the internet gets filled because it's tubes. And hopefully it's not filled today. So we had a fun day yesterday. We made the video. So the kid or the man we made the video yesterday send us an asshole email. We'll send you another one, whatever it was, about the belt. We sent him a link to the video. Last night at about 12:30, he replied and apologized and said, "You're right, totally sorry. I watched that video and I shouldn't have sent the email I sent. It should have carried a different tone, and I was totally laughing my ass off," is what he said. That was what he said. He apologized. Going back in history, the dick picture guy sent the picture to Amanda. When Amanda told her she was going to forward that to the lawyer, she did. And our dude's pretty good. He acted immediately, and we knew right who that dude was, where he was, the whole deal. Oh shit, that had a brittle shell on it. Fucking went right out of my hand. And he's been fired. He's no longer a dog catcher. We got my attorney got a letter back from the mayor, I think it was. I don't remember who sent the Human Resources sent an email saying he had been terminated, and the mayor sent a letter saying that he had apologized for that man's behavior and it was appalling and blah blah blah. We really made fun of it. You know, we all kind of sat around joking over it, and I wasn't really going to go after him with any legal shit. And if they wanted to press charges, we were not going to press charges. I think it's kind of silly that you could get in that much trouble over something like that. You know, shit, had we had phones when we were kids, we would have probably been doing the same thing back then. But anyways, it goes to show you the world is really small and can close in on you. And you might say shit out of the heat of the moment, but you know, I say shit that's kind of crazy sometimes, but I don't regret it. Like, I really do mean that shit when I say it. Like the first time I posted a rant or the Friday kill list or shit, you know, I was just done with dudes getting a hold of Amanda's phone number or whatever and talking shit to her. So I blasted the dude that did it, and you know, I wasn't sure how that was going to go. You know, I was prepared to lose customers. I was prepared to lose business over it. When we moved here, I moved here to run a small business and work with, you know, just 3 employees. So, you know, that's less. Just because the business does a bunch more business doesn't mean that I make more money. It doesn't mean necessarily that my employees make more money. So I was prepared to scale down. If what I said, fucking, you know, I would have owned it. If what I said, I would have stuck by my guns. And here we are, fucking back. As of today, we've got, I think, over 30 people. We just brought more machines in. We had girls come in and audition last week for sewing to see what they could do. Out of 5 girls, I think we told 3 of them to come back. We told them to come back because we didn't have sewing machines for them to sew on. And machines got delivered yesterday. More machines are being delivered today. We have specialized machines being delivered that will do belts. That'll cut our belt times down and take out more of the human error out of it. So we can put another line in to run belts, so we'll be able to produce literally twice as many belts. And but my point is, like, if you're going to say some shit, be prepared for the outcome of it. No matter what that outcome is, stick by it. Like, it always amazes me when somebody does something, sends me an email, and apologizes afterwards once we blow them up, once we blast them, they come back and apologize. Never do we get a dude who said some shitty shit, something shitty, that comes back and apologizes. They only apologize after we make them famous or make light of it. And I sent that email to Colin last night.
Mm-hmm.
And Colin's like, man, it amazes me how many of these dudes do this shit. And once you fucking talk back to them or escalate force, they back down. Like they had no conviction to it. So, like if you're gonna say something, like I'm not saying like when you're wrong, don't apologize. I'm just saying, fucking think before you talk. If you're gonna fucking say something, fucking own it. Like, mean it. Fucking stand by what you say. Stand by your actions and what you do. Otherwise, fucking think first.
I think what I was talking about, like you can tell me, like once you've had to apologize about something like that, you should have been adult enough at the beginning to where an apology wouldn't have been needed if you had conducted yourself in an orderly fashion beforehand.
Right. Another thing we were talking about, like Heather's putting together a YouTube page, and she has a name that she wants to use, and she thinks it's a little too harsh or too over the top or whatever. And when she told me what it was, I said, man, that is fucking awesome. Go buy the URL for it tonight. Register the YouTube page, get the Facebook set up right now. Whether you're using it or not, just do it, because you just told me the name, which means you told somebody else the name somewhere else too. And if you don't use it, they're going to use it. So this morning I said, when she came in, I said, did you buy that web address? And she said, no. I said, oh, so you just fucking hate money, and we just talk all day about doing things and being proactive and making shit happen, but that's just all talk for you. And she said, no, I think it's too much. It's just, the name is just over the top. And what she's worried about is, her parents seeing that. Not James and her mom, but her father. James is her stepdad. But he raised her all her life since she was a fucking baby in diapers. But she's worried about the other side of the family seeing this. And I said, Heather, you're going to use the name or I'm going to use it. And she goes, You're gonna use the name? I go, yeah, fucking somebody's gonna use the name. Like, that's the whole thing. When you tell your buddies you got some fucking idea to start a business, most of them will say, oh, I wouldn't do that, the economy's shitty, But then when the economy's good, they'll tell you, oh, I wouldn't do that, the economy's so good, you're doing so good at your job right now. Because people are fucking so busy being scared and not taking risks. Fucking motherfuckers made light bulbs in airplanes, and all those people fucking laughed at those dudes. So what if they'd have fucking, when their buddies were going, oh, you should just stay a fucking horse farmer, or you should fucking drive a cart with a mule and keep doing what you're doing, Bob? What if they hadn't fucking done any of that shit? You know what would have happened? We'd still have that shit. We just would be talking about somebody else instead of the Wright brothers. They'd be still fucking building bicycles instead of airplanes. Fucking somebody would have done it. Because the fucking next crazy motherfucker in town that overheard that shit, he got an idea. And he might not be the dude that did it, but he took that fucking idea. So, do shit. Fucking that's it. That's what I got for this morning. Just fucking, if you got an idea or a dream or whatever it is, just do it. Like I'm terrible at that. I don't ever have a plan. We just do shit and then figure out how to make it work afterwards. Hey, can you make 5,000 slings? Hey, can you make 50,000 slings? Yes, sir. We can make fucking 50,000 slings. Roger that. When we walked out of that room in Las Vegas at the fucking Shoulder of Fortune show, or at the first SHOT show we went to, talking to Army General, we told him, yeah, we can make 50,000 slings. When we walked out of there, the couple guys with me said, how in the fuck are we going to make 50,000 slings? I said, I don't know. He's drunk. We're not going to hear from that dude probably. Fucking Monday, that fax machine started rolling. Thermal paper. Fucking, we had to reload rolls of that shit for those contracts coming through. We made them. We fucking talked to them. Hey, can we deliver these 5,000 at a time and start payment transactions? They fucking, yeah, no problem. They worked with us. We didn't know where to get the webbing from in that quantity. We didn't have the machines. We didn't have the bodies. But I fucking said we were going to do it, so fucking we're going to do it. So we figured out how to do it. Had I just told him and been up front, nah, we can't do that. We got to pass you. He'd have gone to the next dude. That never would have happened. That was the 50,000 slings was the biggest order we'd ever had at the time. We were running slings 24 hours a day. We had girls getting up off sewing machines and leaving. And 5 minutes later, 20 more ladies would walk in. We were wearing sewing machines out. Like, we had 2 dudes full-time fixing sewing machines. Every couple of weeks we had more sewing machines coming in because I fucking told some drunk general at a show we would do this shit, and I never thought it would happen. But we made it happen. Fucking chase your dreams. Find out what it is you want to do. Figure whatever that is. And it'll change. You might have some path you're on and you get there and all of a sudden this other thing's fucking cool and you can transition it into something else. All the dudes talking shit, you only make this money because of the war. I've been doing this 20 years. Democrat, Republican, all we do is change the color of gear. And if for some reason we can't make gear, if they made fucking tactical gear illegal tomorrow, we'll be making mountain bike and gym equipment and motorcycle shit. It's all the same. It's just a different field. We can transition it to something else. And that's the thing. Find what you love to do, no matter what that is. Find what you love to do. I'm not saying quit your job. Find what you love to do. Do it as a hobby. Figure out how to make money doing it. So you love breeding rabbits. You can't sell rabbits to everybody, but maybe you can sell supplies or knowledge or a book or something. Find what you love. Figure out how to stay in that field and make money doing it. That's all I got.